Yo, so it's been a lot of smoke last year. So now that I got Shadow, Koufax, Chicago, New York, you're outnumbered right now. Shouts 1,000.
I ain't never outnumbered.
Chicago versus everybody?
Basically. Yo, so we're going to talk about two things from Chicago and New York. This is going to be an ongoing topic. Basketball and pizza.
I knew you was going to say something about pizza. Well, I've never had Chicago pizza. I'm not going to even jump in this, but I heard
dish.
Chicago
They have
pizza
deep
is
dish,
amazing.
no cheese, bro.
Deep dish is just a lot
They don't
of
even have
bread.
cheese on pizza.
I'm not getting
It's a
this.
thick ass bread.
It's a lot of bread.
Thick ass bread. It's a good ass pizza. I'll take. There's a cat that's doing deep dish here in the city.
Yeah, in Soho. No, there's a spot in Soho.
And I'll take you. We'll go grab it.
Can you take us
taste
to?
like back home though?
Can you take Shadow and I?
She's from there. I mean, it's
Okay.
good. It's up there. Matter of fact, I might go over there today. But
Oh man, this guy.
But the point is that okay, so I don't even want to talk about basketball after the week we had.
We don't have.
It's
no
just
wins
sad,
in
man.
New York.
That shit is disheartening. It's just like, and I don't even know if it's a racial thing.
You could live in the past.
It could just be an out of touch thing, man.
It's just that like older white men need to understand that their high school ass ways of coaching and being are obsolete, and they need to remove themselves from that situation. And that doesn't mean like, but then it's like, you know, you got cats that understand that shit. Like, look at Steve Kerr and everything. But the fact is that the shit that's happening at the Chicago Bulls right now, to have that legacy and it be
Tarnished,
wasted, whatever you want to say, it's just so hard as a Chicagoan and a Bulls fan to feel, because at the same time where it's like, I mean, young dudes like I mean, shit, man, you just fucking bench Jabari Parker. He's from the crib. I understand he looks like somebody's uncle now playing, but the fact is like the dude
He'll wash you in the park though.
It's like
coming
after Rose, and then that situation,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, the dudes like revolted and called the NBA Players Association or whatever it was, and it's like this fucking Homer Simpson ass Yahoo that they got coaching now. It's like making them do push-ups in practice. Really? Yeah, dude. Like, yo, and this is after a back-to-back. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I can't fuck with none of that shit, dude. And it's like now everybody's like on some revolt shit.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Shout out.
Hold on. I got two things to say. The first,
I need some popcorn.
the first part of it, this Steve Jobs, this Bobby Knight, this brilliant asshole shit is done.
Yep.
Nobody got time for that no more. Like, you want to lead a team? Show me that you can lead this team, and we can go.
Yep.
And shout out to the Knicks for recognizing this.
Yes.
President, GM,
Fizdale.
head coach, and head scout, all black men in their late 40s, early 50s,
Yep.
who can connect
And
to
mentor.
who
Yeah.
can connect to other young black men. And I have a very specific philosophy, and I think it's this. This year, the Knicks, this is not a good team. They're going to win 30 games. It's the second youngest team in the league. They're going to be a little bit exciting. You saw them last night.
We're going to get R.J. Barrett.
Listen, last night,
Y'all ain't getting nowhere near R.J. Barrett.
No, I mean they're gonna have another lottery pick. It's gonna probably be 7 or 8.
KD.
Okay.
But
Zion,
hold on. Let me just get this off real quick.
Yeah, do you think?
You're only gonna win 30 games, right? So you know you're gonna be in the lottery, right? So whoever you take in the lottery, this is gonna have to be a player that you can foresee another 3, 4, 5, 6 years with, right? You have KP come back, that's 7 wins, right? Let's just say you could pull off one good free agent, like at whatever level, like that's 5, 6, 7 wins again, right? With all of that being said, the draw for free agents is gonna looking at the front office.
No doubt.
Look at all these men who understand me and what I go through.
That's why I'm so disheartened about the Bulls, because it's not that we have a squad. We should really be like what the Kings are right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a young, fun squad that should be fun to look at. But then it's like we have never gotten a great free agent since Rodman, right? That was like the last dope free agent we got that was transformative in our city was Dennis Rodman. Like, we have struck out
2 chips.
Yeah, but the fact is 3 really. But we struck out with like mad other free agents. I mean, we brought D Wade in way past his prime. Actually, he's better now back in Miami than he was with us.
That's crazy.
Rondo,
Yeah,
broke his shit, and we were, we probably could have beat Celtics if Rondo would have stayed. But the fact is, like, we just don't win. And then you gotta know the way these cats talk nowadays and the way they're homies from AAU.
They're friends from 14 years old.
You know that they're telling each other,
Of
yo,
course.
man, don't fuck with this shit.
Anthony Davis, come over to the Knicks, baby. We need
Yes.
And that's another one.
KD,
We could've
come to the
lost.
Knicks.
If we had what
we'll
y'all
take
had
it.
in Chicago, in New York and Chicago, AD would definitely be on the radar coming back home. I mean, my guy's got a full Chicago tat on his inner bicep. Like,
That's
yo,
real.
he loves our city. He's from our city. You know, everybody from there always wants to hoop in Chicago. That's just what
I mean,
it is.
Would you
I
bring
think it's a
Derrick
dream
Rose
to
back?
hoop
He's
where
been
you
kind
from.
of balling. Would you bring him back?
I mean, nah,
Who?
not
Shout-
under.
Derrick
Not under
Rose.
Shout
this
out
regime.
to Derrick Rose.
Derrick
under
Rose
this
been
regime.
killing it.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
you know,
and-
doing his
and he,
thing.
and he
He's been
seemed
doing
like a good guy. Like
he's a great dude. They're all good dudes. Bari's a good dude.
He's
it's
a
just
good
I don't know
guy.
what happens.
Yeah,
yo.
Guy,
man,
good
he
heart.
seemed like a good
People
guy.
come to Chicago
Yeah.
and they just I don't know what it is, but the fact is, it's funny because like Joakim was just saying the other day.
He wilded out in New York.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
yo,
It's too
he was,
lit.
that dude, I love that dude. He was talking about how it was just too lit. In
New York,
Chicago.
New York
I mean,
gets New York
yeah.
gets athletes too lit. They go to they go uptown.
Oh, don't go to Dykeman.
They go
Like
to
that young boy,
Dykeman.
like Kevin Knox.
They
don't
go to
take him up there.
Dykeman.
Don't
and
take him up
they
there.
get
He's not prepared for
crazy.
that.
Marina.
They're not
Yo,
prepared.
he's
Yeah,
18.
go
He's
to
not
La
prepared for
Yo,
that.
all
No.
right.
They can't
La
they go to
Marina.
La Marina. They can't focus.
Oh
man.
no, La
Marina's
Marina.
done, right?
La Marina.
La Marina's trash now. It's just a bunch of
Nah,
old white
it
people up
closed
there.
down.
Oh,
Word?
did it close?
Oh, word?
They shut
When?
that shit down.
Oh, okay.
This week, I think the determination
Okay.
was made that La Marina is no more.
Wow.
So
that's
that Fabulous song, do we still play that?
Nah.
Use that line or something?
no.
Yo, shout out to Fabulous. I want to see Balenciaga do-rags.
Yo, we still,
that's our old young boy.
I'm gonna let y'all.
Nah,
chop ours off.
I keep that out. I keep that in.
Yeah, we keep it in because we talk what we talk. Yo, but now that I got you guys together, you
Wait, now
said
you
you said what you said about
The
new
Bulls?
school players.
Oh,
you said what
yeah.
you said about old school players. Now we got you together.
Because you picked the top 5.
Yeah.
The question is always, what rules are they playing by? Are they playing by these bullshit rules that had LeBron holding his hand behind his back?
That shit
the
was
other
corny,
day?
bro.
Fam.
That shit was
Like
corny.
where
fact that-
fucking Harden can get a call
Because he know how to play the system.
Fam. The fact of the matter is today's NBA players by skill and athleticism are way better than the NBA players of yesterday.
Totally disagree.
They're more yesterday's NBA players are more physical, absolutely. But when has the Greek freak been in the NBA? Like
Magic Johnson.
Here's the only thing I will
Okay.
throw into that.
Who?
The only thing I'll throw into that,
Yeah.
I see your point, and I'm going to let Koufax go.
Rose.
But in all sports, it's 90% mental. So when
They're
you
mentally
had
deficient.
like Rick Mahorn and those dudes back in the day, like getting your head in Oakley and all those cats
Yeah.
getting in your
I hear
head,
you.
You could
I
put
get Durant. Durant is the most talented cat in the league right now.
Mentally,
I would disagree with that. Durant isn't even top 6.
Top 6 and what?
Top 6 what?
Yo, I just saw this shit the other day.
Top 6 what?
Durant is literally not top 6 in
He's
in
the second best
PE.
player.
Wait.
In whatever that stat is, the real the true plus minus.
Yeah, the performance.
Durant PER whatever
Yeah.
it is. Durant is not top 6.
So I feel like
'Cause
you
he
walk,
plays on a
I feel,
winning
I
team,
feel
though.
like Koufax is walking the plank right now, but it's all good. I can't name. So 5. All right, yeah, let's pull it up because, like, honestly, Durant is the most efficient
Absolutely. Absolutely.
score.
Does
Like
everything.
he
He does
way
everything.
does way more with way less. And when I
Yeah.
say way more with way less, only person I can say is more efficient than him scoring might be Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson just catches and shoots.
Right.
What I'm saying,
Klay.
if you're talking about a
Period,
person
Klay.
having a certain amount of time with the basketball in their hands, like LeBron, he dominates the ball. Like,
As he should.
no, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that he shouldn't. I'm
but
just
he
saying
should.
that
Right.
he's less efficient than Durant is.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying Durant getting the ball, hitting 11 out of 18 shots consistently, hitting 12 out of 18 shots.
you
consistently.
think Durant staying? Sorry, go finish.
No, I'm done.
I
Go
would
ahead.
say you think Durant staying in G?
Nah, hell
Just
no.
W.
He's out. He's out.
After
After
this
that
shit?
shit with
I just want to
Draymond, he
know
out.
who's more fit.
They're
like-
actually better without Durant. If you look at when
Draymond
Curry,
a real
when
cat.
it's just Curry, no Durant, they're like 23-4. When it's just Durant, no Curry, they're like fucking like 20 and like 12 or some shit like that.
Can we get back to the generational players though?
We can get back.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Because
And I want to hear his list after this because I want to know
no,
who's
because
better than.
like I don't want to do it like a top 5 or nothing like that. But to your point, there's a lot of players I don't think in the NBA today who could have played in earlier generations, especially like the late 80s, early 90s when it was just like super rough. But the cats who could,
Pistons.
KD could do it. I think LeBron James would have been the most dominant player in
I
any
agree.
generation. He could play against Magic 7 days a week, and he's going to best Magic at least 5 times. Yes. Because LeBron...
he would have been dominant. He would have been dominant, but in my opinion, I don't think LeBron, like, at that time, would have been the best player. I just don't think
Who would have been better than him?
Well, so the rules are different, right? So we're
Only
talking
the
about...
handshake.
Are we going 90 rules?
Let's go
what I'm
90s.
saying.
Let's
But it's only
go. Let's go.
the
Let's go
handshake.
between 85 and 93.
But it's only the
Rules.
handshake.
85 to
Oh,
93.
then that deletes KD. That deletes Steph.
I don't think it deletes.
That
him.
deletes.
I think he
I
could
think
play
Steph.
in any
I think Steph
generation.
play.
Yeah,
Because he
I
could
think
shoot.
Steph couldn't play, but like shooters. Okay, so Steph becomes Steve Kerr at that point.
Because Steph isn't driving, he's shooting.
But
yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
Steph
Steph
has
Steve Kerr,
so-
Craig Hodges.
Steph probably has the best handles in the NBA. He gets to the basket.
Adbros is doing hypotheticals. Check us out.
No, I'm just saying like.
But
if you're
but
playing
Steph-
by the '90s rules.
that's true.
You're not. Steph ain't going down and laying shit up like he does today. He will get.
But he's shooting
Molly
threes from the half court.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But he has
No,
handles.
but you know what's so
He can
crazy?
He finishes strong
I'm
at
gonna
the
tell you what's
basket.
so ill about that.
Now, I want to hear your point.
Well,
Yeah.
one quick thing about that. Like, he's shooting threes from half court. Like, his cats back in the days, like Derek Harper.
That will
like,
pick you up full
that
court.
would have said,
Yeah.
like, I take that as so
Yeah.
much disrespect that you're doing that to me. I'm going to break your nose.
Yeah, think
bro.
about cats like Vinnie Johnson on the Pistons.
the microwave.
Yeah.
And Dumars that was shutting down Jordan, right? They had like the Jordan rules and shit. Bullshit ass Pistons. Bullshit ass Jordan
Every time he
rules.
goes to the basket.
But you,
the
it
point
made
is,
you
yeah,
appreciate
Every time he
them.
went to the basket, he got
Shouts to
fouled.
Detroit.
And hurt.
But you got to, even though the
Refs
Jordan
playing
rules-
into that too.
I think the Jordan rules is BS, but that's another thing that made Jordan so great. Like, you got to kind of thank the Pistons for that, because a lot of cats wouldn't have endured that, and Jordan like overcame all that shit and fucked them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was what I'm saying. There was a level of mental and physical will that they just had in the 90s that I don't think it has today.
Absolutely
Think about
not.
a lineup of just Rodman, Barkley, Oakley, Mahorn, and like Lambeer. Right? That's 5 cats on
a
the
bunch of
court that
thugs.
will just beat you down.
Don't even talk about Anthony Mason. We even bring on Anthony.
No, put in like an Anthony Mason. What I'm saying is you could field a team that would literally just beat up the Warriors today.
Yeah,
the only
beat them
one
up.
on that team, on the Warriors, that I think would have a chance are
Draymond.
Dre and Boogie. Those are the only two on there that would have any
I think
chance.
Clay.
of
I think
Yeah, I
Clay.
think Clay. Because Clay is tough.
Because Clay is
Okay.
efficient. Like, he could just run and catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
But-
he would be like a Reggie Miller of that day.
But Clay is tough though, and
Yeah, I think
and
so.
that's what I
Honestly,
appreciate about him.
honestly, I feel like players nowadays they get a little fucked up and ruffle their feathers, but I think they would adapt to the old rules. I don't think they would play as efficient, but I think they would adapt and they would be able to
Look,
play.
man, ultimately my point is this. In terms of skill for skill, like dribbling,
I agree.
shooting, defending, the players today are much better and the game is more interesting today. Now, if you talk about earlier,
No, dude, like
the,
I mean,
you put a cat like Sham God,
the
who's
physicality.
literally got a play that cats call
the
the
Sham
Sham
God,
God.
yeah.
Sham God is still the dopest handler ever.
Ever,
Have-
yeah,
Sham God,
absolutely.
Like, come on. God Sham God. His name was
Ultimate-
God Sham God. I
So
love
you
that
know
shit.
he's nice.
It's nice.
Ultimately, my point is this. I think skill for skill, the players today are better than previous generations. I think the generations before, the players were a lot tougher. The one thing I will say that I really don't like about the NBA today is that there is no real rivalry. So if you're hanging out, you're basically hanging out with your homies. Yeah, you're competitive, but you're not competitive the way you could have been. And that's why I like cats like the Greek Freak, who's like, "No, LeBron, I'm not working out with you in the
Yeah, I
offseason."
respect
I
that.
love that.
I respect
And
that.
he's like, yo, who's the cat that he that dunked on him? The white boy from
from the
Knicks?
Knicks.
Oh, for the Knicks.
Yeah, he's like, yo, next time I see him,
I'm gonna punch you in your face.
I'm like, yo, the
I respect that.
Greek is Nigerian in real life. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
for
we
it.
call. We call him the
Nigerian
the
freak.
Niger freak or whatever the fuck, right? But he was selling, Greek was like a on Canal selling like machine bubble joints, like
Louis
bubble guns
bags
and
and
shit,
fake Louis
you know?
bags.
And just decided to hoop one day.
Yo,
and
they still doing that at Canal. I was on Canal the other day. They
Like
had
bubble
the
guns?
fucking the Chanel bags, Louis bags.
But
I was like, yo, Christmas coming
Chanel
up.
is different. I mean, Chanel Canal is different now, man. I drove past that shit on a Sunday. I was like, where all the African
hustlers
dudes selling
at? Yeah.
shit on the street?
Now the Asians took over. And not in a disrespectful way, but like when you walk down there, it'd be like Rolex, Louis. There's a couple African cats out there with the everything laid out on the ground.
Right.
Yo, you could examine it.
But what I will say though, just like this whole fucking like basketball shit. Like I think I don't know about like these players today. I mean I don't even. How do I put this, bro? And I'm gonna have to edit this out, but I just feel like the competitive will is just like not there. Like when we talk about rivalries,
because the money is
like my fault, but to Koufax, he's talking about like rivalries. I don't know. Somebody said there's no rivalries. It might have been you. I don't know, but it's like the last rivalry I remember, and it wasn't really a rivalry. Like remember there was like the Lakers versus the
Celtics.
the Kings.
Yeah,
like those are like
in the early 2000s.
Like those are
That was
like
a rivalry.
rivalries. Like
I would say before LeBron went to LA, the
I mean,
GSW
what do you think?
Cavs.
LA versus Houston now, or
because of that
It's not
fight.
even fun to
Yeah,
watch.
the
Though.
fight.
I think the coaches of the team is just like so different. Like
Yo,
right
is
now you
Melo
got-
gonna play in China?
He ain't gonna do that.
Is he ever gonna play?
Shout out to Melo though, because that's my man. I always talk about Melo. I always felt like he got
Once a Nick,
unfair.
always a Nick.
He always got an unfair shake though, because I'm still trying to find it, but I did read one time there was a stat where instead of all superstar players, Melo has always had the worst supporting cast.
Was Melo ever an MVP candidate?
He might have cracked top 5 a few times.
Then he was. Anybody who was never an MVP candidate in my book is not a superstar. Like,
Yeah,
you
but I
only
mean-
get, like in the NBA, I feel like you only
Yeah.
get 5 or 6 superstars. After that, it's just stars. It's like
Yeah.
it's people who get this credit, and it's like, yo, bro, you're a star. You're not a superstar.
But fam, Melo
But
is
no-
number 18 on the all-time NBA scoring list.
I believe
he-
that.
is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think he's gonna.
he
hold
is
it.
because he won a championship.
And
in,
realistically, he only
He
probably
got,
needs like 2,000 to get up to like 17.
He went to Olympics a couple times. Like you mentioned that.
Gold,
like,
gold. Yeah, he got the gold.
got a
T-Mac in
couple
the Hall
of
of Fame too, and I feel like I don't think Melo was better than T-Mac.
You don't think Melo was better than T-Mac?
Yeah, I would say dude, T-Mac was dope.
Yo.
Yeah, he was dope, and he was actually a good defender too.
Like he was so dope.
He was
Like,
up there with
the injury-
Kobe. He
Had
just got
room
hurt.
for-
Right.
Yeah, it was like
He's
a time where it was like, yo, who
T-Mac
gonna take T-Mac?
I always
or
went with Kobe. I thank God I made the right choice.
Kobe.
Imagine
Shout out
if,
to Kobe.
but imagine if him and Vince would have stayed together a little bit longer.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's like imagine if OKC stayed together.
Salute to Vince, still killing.
Honestly, if OKC would have stayed together, Harden was like,
Harden was
fuck it.
gonna leave anyway.
If they would have stayed, they would have got a chip. I think.
I heard Harden
That-
wanted like $4 more million. And
It was only $4 million.
$4 million.
And they lost him. What do y'all think about Luka Doncic?
He
Talking
can
about
ball.
Harden.
He can ball.
They
He can
like
ball.
they like comparing them now.
But you know what I like too? I like his energy. I was like, he'd be like, yeah, like in the defender's face. I'm like, yeah, I like
playing
that.
pro ball since
Like
15.
13 or something.
Yeah, it's like
Grown ass man.
19 years old, already got a chip, already been an MVP of a league. And, I just think dude is going to come over. It's crazy. But he reminds me a lot of Harden in that they're built similarly.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yo,
then they're like slide quick.
What
Like,
do you think is gonna happen with the Ball brothers? Speaking of like other players and players playing since
their cousin is going to come and son them because their cousin is actually nicer than all three of
They
them.
have a cousin. Who's
Oh,
Yo,
right.
son, there's a cousin.
his last
I
name
forget
Ball?
his last name ain't Ball.
Are they gonna be the balls? Like
The balls.
the balls. Yeah.
I mean, I think that LeVar played his hand.
LeVar
Did his
did.
hand. I think Magic came and shut that whole shit down. And I think them going overseas to fucking China when they should have just stayed their dumbasses at college.
Homie should have stayed in USC. No, the youngest one was in high school.
Yeah,
He's back in high school.
And he's actually nice. And
But is he even eligible to go to college? He's not eligible for
No, I
college
don't
now
know where
because
his
he
situation-
played
that's what I'm saying.
I think they're
professionally.
still trying to figure that out.
Like LaMelo is, to me, you throw that one out.
Yeah.
D'Angelo is nice. And,
Lonzo.
LaMelo is homie who's
Lonzo I
at
still
USCL,
root
right?
for.
I like Lonzo.
I like
But
Lonzo.
I feel like Lonzo is just going to become trade bait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he Lonzo is Jeremy Lin.
Damn, you call him Lin?
No, I mean he's gonna have a good 10, 12 years in the league, but he's gonna be like
He not
a
no
solid
superstar.
Nah, bro, come on, he don't have that skill.
Nah, he's
but
definitely not a superstar.
Nah.
He's
but
definitely not a superstar.
but he'll be like the third guy off the
all-star.
bench.
He just was they just got a great name.
Yeah,
I think he has like a lot of good skill sets. Like he's a amazing passer. He is like he can jump really well. He has his court vision. Like he has a lot of good skill set. He just needs to fine tune that
He
shot.
reminds me of like a J Kidd.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what he
like,
is.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
a Nets version of the J
of
like
J Kidd,
like
the Hall of Famer Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
I just
Early
think.
J Kidd. Where J Kidd couldn't shoot.
Yeah,
Jersey
he
Nets.
didn't shoot.
He had
Jersey
great
Nets.
court
Yo, you know what's
vision.
so crazy? You know Jason Kidd is like top 3, top 4 NBA 3-point Was it
Percentages?
No, 3 points made in NBA.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
He's like top. He's in top 5. I swear. I was like, when did this happen?
When he first came into the league,
couldn't
he
shoot.
really couldn't shoot.
Yeah.